This is the slowest chemtrail I've ever seen laid. They sprayed the whole sky today until the white layer was complete. You know, just like mowing a lawn, they go back and forth, back and forth. This very obscure flight path, brand new one. So we can get him again. And I think he's out of sight, but the sky is blasted out, super light. You can see up near the clouds. You know, deep blue doesn't come into the conversation anymore. Mr. Moon hanging up there somewhere. I feel like I'm pointing at him. There he is. So this whole climate change story is getting weaker by the day. Some great evidence coming out that the Earth's magnetic shield is weakening, been getting weaker, and Mr. BBB did a video last week about the shield actually dropped at some point, which I guess can happen, but it's a rare thing. So it's starting to appear they may be putting this layer up there to replace or strengthen or add to the magnetic shield of the Earth. It's not really looking like it's weather modification sole intention. I'm sure that's one of the side benefits. Once you start messing around, you want every benefit you can get from the program. But we know countries like Russia, who pretty much deny climate change, are spraying stuff as well up there. So it would make sense that it's for another reason other than climate change and you know, albedo modification or solar radiation management, if countries that deny global warming are spraying it as well. So maybe it has to do with the magnetic layer of the Earth. I'm going to post a link to an article that pretty much talks about that. And you know, you can't really make money, the money and taxes that they will make off of climate change, off of saying that it's due to the Earth's magnetic shield weakening, because you can't blame that on the people of the planet. So climate change story is a much better story, because then you can start going after industries and you know, you got the EPA chief and this other lady from the UN climate council and whatnot saying that they really can't affect, from the laws they're making, they're not going to have any effect on temperature whatsoever. You know, 0.001 of a degree in 100 years. And they're saying, yeah, they're admitting it, and they're saying, well, it's more like a vision we're trying to produce, and we're hopefully if we take the lead and stifle our economy, maybe other countries will follow. And you know, we got senators interviewing these people saying, you know, China's not following, India's not following, and other countries aren't following, yet we're going to sacrifice our economy just so we can be the leaders, you know, just for the heck of it. So it's the scam is pretty much showing through. And there's likely another purpose to what's going on here. And it could be the magnetosphere, or you know, I don't know too much about the magnetic layer. But climate change is kind of falling apart. It would be a pretty agreeable subject if it were that there's so many scientists denying it and countries denying it, that maybe, you know, it's got to do with this magnetic layer. It's making more sense, because you could see that they put a layer up there essentially just to cover you know, just to have a layer up there to get full coverage. And they blast it out for a while, very heavy, so you have something residual, and then they don't spray for a few days, you know, while there's still enough up there. And then they come back and they spray it out. So it's a layer that they're putting up there. It's not, you know, it's not real hard to figure out, and you can see they maintain the layer. You get days where there's not heavy chemtrails, and you know, you'll see the non-persistent trail. You got that peanut, and it's like a maintenance trail. You can just tell it's, you know, it's just to have something up there, just to keep that layer going. Very blasted out up there. And they give us stupid stories like accidental geoengineering. You know, nothing's an accident. We went over how they can blast these contrails with EMF and RF frequency so they wouldn't be there. If they're saying contrail blankets cause climate change, they can easily, you know, put these inventions on the airplanes to blast the contrails as they're coming out, so we wouldn't have that issue. So that's how you know, you get the idea. It's intentional what they're putting up there, because there's no effort to get rid of it. Climate science isn't talking about it. Obama isn't talking about it. You know, and there's no heat on the airplane industry whatsoever. It's all voluntary. If they want to change their fuels and they want to, you know, help climate change, it's all voluntary by them for the most part. So I'm leaning towards it's got something to do with the magnetic layer, and they just need something up there, I guess, to protect from these solar flares, CMEs, or whatever, or they think they're protecting. You know, who knows? All of their shitty ideas coming out of science these days all have side effects, or don't work, or, you know, you watch the commercials all day on TV, the FDA approved medicines that are now recalled, and, you know, did you experience death and this and that, and the lawyer, you know, the ridiculous lawyer commercials. You know, I only watch the old TV channels, so I guess they appeal to the older people, so that's all there is every commercial's for medicines, or it's for a recall of a medicine, and for the lawyers trying to make money off of it. So every other commercial, you know, and that's science that gave us these great pharmaceuticals that the FDA approves, and then they're recalling, and months later you'll see them recalling these same medicines. So what a joke. That's science, with its side effects and backlash and, you know, killing mad people. So yeah, that's just nasty up there. Big layer of filth. I don't know what's going on over here. Thank God nobody looks up.